Blessed day, everyone. This time we are going to continue with our lesson on integers. You still remember our definition of integers? What compose integers? They are your positive, negative counting numbers, including 0. I remember one observation I have in my surroundings, in social media, or in SM. Sometimes we hear people, well, let us avoid those people. They are nega. Meaning, the people who are saying are positive people, they are positive. Why are they nega? If I am to understand, these are the people of lesser value, while these positive people are valuable people. Sana we are not going to do that. Let us consider everyone as valuable. So, nagkaroon siguro ng idea na they are nega because one time they were not able to please these positive people. Kaya naging nega tuloy sila. Don't worry, you will be friends again. Nowadays, these pandemic days, still we are divided into two. The negative and the positive people. Entire world, we are divided into that. So if you are to ask me now, would you like to become positive or negative? Who would like to become positive? I will be negative, please. Kayo, anong gusto ninyo? The reason why we have our online classes, the rest are simply given modules because of our situation now. So we need to stay at home, protect ourselves so as not to catch this COVID-19 and will become positive. We do not know how difficult it is to be on that situation, but let us protect ourselves. And for those who are affected and are considered now positive, we always pray for them. Let us pray for them that someday they will recover and not one of them will go. So let us start with our operation of integers. Let us start now with our addition of integers. What I would like you to do is to be observant on the numbers we are adding, especially on their signs, and also the sign of our final answer. Let us take example number 1. 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. 6 plus 2 is 8. 9 plus 11 is 20. 15 plus 9 is 24. Obviously, what are the signs of the numbers we added? They are positive, and take note of the result. They are also positive. Let's take this other set of examples. Negative 3 plus negative 4 is negative 7. Negative 6 plus negative 2 is negative 8. Negative 9 plus negative 11 is negative 20. Negative 15 plus negative 9 is negative 24. We are adding what numbers? We are adding negative numbers, and the result is also negative. So what numbers did we add? They are numbers having the same sign. So when the numbers we added have the same sign as negative, the result is also negative. When we say the same sign numbers, in mathematics, we say like-signed numbers. So when we add like-signed numbers, have you created a rule or procedure of which you can follow in adding like-signed numbers? I hope it will be the same as this. Addition of like-signed numbers. Simply add the numbers and affix their common sign to the result. Very simple, isn't it? I hope you will always remember. Let us take now another set of numbers to add. What I would like you to do again is to observe the signs of the numbers we are adding. So from 1 to the last examples, what can you say about the sign of the numbers we are now going to add? They are different, a combination of positive and negative. That's correct. Now, if we are going to add these numbers, like for example, in number 1, 6 plus negative 2. If we add 6 plus 2, that should have been 8. But look at the answer, it's 4. Number 2, 3 plus negative 8 is negative 5. If we add 3 plus 8, it should be 11. But the answer is 5. The only way to get 5 is to subtract 3 from 8. So 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. And look at the sign of the answer. How did we get the sign of the answer? You'll come to know that as we go on with the other examples. 9 plus negative 10 is equal to negative 1. 10 minus 9 is 1. But how did we get the sign of our answer? 5 plus negative 2 is 3. 5 minus 2 is really 3. Oh, the sign of the answer is taken from the bigger number. But of course, positive are always bigger than any negative number. So, we proceed. Negative 11 plus 1. 11 minus 1 is really 10. Look at the answer. Taken from 11. If we have to analyze further, we subtracted 11 minus 1. But that is regardless of the sign. When we subtracted, we disregard the sign. But we place the sign of the bigger number, the number considered bigger to the result. Is that true? Negative 4 plus 9. 9 minus 4 is really equal to 5. But of course, 9 is a bigger number. So we get the sign of 5 from the bigger number. How about negative 20 plus 12? That is equal to 8 if we subtracted. 20 minus 12 is equal to 8. Regardless of the signs. But the sign of the final answer is taken from the number considered larger. Is that true? On the last example, negative 25 plus 5. Regardless of the sign, 25 minus 5 is 20. We put the sign of the number considered larger to the result. So this is our way of adding unlike-signed numbers. Instead of adding, we perform subtraction. But that is disregarding their signs. Regardless of their signs, we subtract the smaller number from the bigger number and affix the sign of the bigger number to the result. 8 minus 3 is 5. Since 8 is negative, the sign of the answer is negative. So the rule that you should have formulated is the same, must be similar to this one. Addition of unlike signed numbers. Look, I said regardless of their signs. So disregard first their signs. You are going to subtract the smaller number from the bigger number and affix the sign of the number considered larger to the result. So now that you have seen how to add like signed numbers and how to add unlike signed numbers, there are rules we formulated in performing addition. You should know how to apply them then on adding numbers without telling you that they are like or unlike. You should know how to identify as to whether the numbers are considered like or unlike, so you know what process to perform. Let us now apply what you have learned on the addition of integers as to whether they are like or unlike on the following. Parents, you can have these things be duplicated so you can give it to your child as a sit work. So meantime, we are going to do it together. -7 plus -6. So recall, addition of like signed numbers. You add the numbers and affix their common sign to the result. 7 plus 6 is 13. And since they are both negative, we affix their sign to the result. Next, 4 plus -9, addition of unlike. So what did we say? Regardless of their signs, you have to subtract the lesser number from the bigger number and affix the sign of the number considered larger to the result. Therefore, 9 minus 4 is 5. But since 9 considered as bigger number, the sign is negative, so our result is negative. Next, -8 plus 3. That will give you also 8 minus 3 is -5. Why -5? Because the sign of the number considered larger is negative. 14 plus 5 is, yes, you should know that very well because you had been adding positive numbers before. 15 plus -3, that should be equal to 12. -1 plus -13, they are both negative, so our answer must be -13. 14 plus 6 is equal to 20. -6 plus 9 is equal to, is equal to 3. So this ends our discussion on addition of integers. I hope that you have taken or you've been enlightened on how to add like and unlike sign numbers. In general, we call them addition of integers. Take note, parents, you have to ask your child or your children to memorize the rule, because once they are not going to memorize the rule, they will forget everything about this. They will never learn how to add integers. Sabihin sa kanila, i-memorize talaga yung rule para pag nakakita sila ng mga numbers like this, or when they are given addition of integers, that they know what to do. Okay? So, thank you again for listening and studying with me. Until next time, your assignment is to research on subtraction of integers. Okay. Parents, good luck. Kailangang matuto tayo para alam nating turuan ang ating mga anak. And children, study very well. Bye! See you next time!